Hello, everyone. To anyone who is watching in the future as well, of course, that is. I am early. Yeah, probably gonna take a few people to show up here. Is the light making much of it? Better without the light for the minute, aren't we? Yeah, so I'm a bit early. I don't really know why I'm early. I thought I'd just sort of be prepared. Let me just make sure this is full screen so I can see everyone's comments. There we go. How are some people here? Alex Pitt, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Jordan, amazing Alex. How's everybody doing? Garrett, the Irish nerd. Movie Worm. Hello, everyone. Here we are. We're back again. It's better without. It's better with the light, isn't it? I've got a little lamp here. I'll keep it on for the minute, shall I? How's everybody doing? Hello to the Sonic. Thank you so much for the congratulations. I've seen a few congratulations come in here. Thank you so much for all of that, people. It means a lot. I've actually been overwhelmed with it today. I literally had a spare half hour to kill, and I knew as of yesterday I hit 2,000 subscribers, and I thought, oh well, I had a little bit of time to kill. I thought, oh, why not? I'll just do my little contest thing now. Just do it. The response was so heavy, and I'm so grateful. There was just so many comments flying in. It was amazing. Really overwhelmed with it. No worries, Anthony. I'm always, people can always message me on Twitter and Instagram. I always take to that stuff. It's nice to stay interactive with people, I think. Hello, the man with no name. Thank you for entering the contest today. Thank you to everyone who's entered the contest, by the way. I've got about 40 people enter it, which is absolutely crazy. What's the name of the next film you're buying? I got no idea. The next pre-order I have coming in is one of the classic Doctor Who sets on Monday. I did actually buy a film this week. I shouldn't be buying films now because of coronavirus. But I did buy one. What was it? I bought Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs. Hello, everyone. Hello to everyone who's saying hello. How's lockdown treating you, James? Says Alex Pitt. Not too bad, to be fair. I always feel I feel a bit guilty that I'm just sitting at home doing nothing, because I know that there's people who are suffering, and I know there are people who are still working hard. So I feel a bit guilty sitting here just making YouTube videos, watching films, playing games, and working in my garden. I got to go to work on Thursday, so I still do a bit of work every now and then. My boss just randomly calls me, go, hey, can you just do this day? It's normally literally only a day or two a week at the minute. So, but yeah, I'm doing okay in lockdown. Thank you to everyone, by the way, who's just saying hello and saying congratulations. It's, thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. It's crazy. What would you say is your favourite season of The Office? It's either 2 or 3. I can never choose between those two. They've just got so many classic episodes, haven't they? God, there are a lot of comments already. That is crazy. Thank you, Garrett. That's much appreciated, my friend. And thank you, Alex, again. People in the US can participate in the giveaway. I'll just do a $20 one if someone in the US wins. I think I'm just going to do a gift card. Instead, I'll just send you a gift card so you can pick your Blu-ray yourself. It'll be easier. Unless you want me to just send the Blu-ray. I'll see what the winner wants to do. I'll just say, hey, if you want a gift card, I'll just give you that. Or if you want to pick a Blu-ray, I can just order it to your house. I just type in your address. It just whatever is easier for the winner. To be fair. Hello, Leon's Movie Corner. Oh, Chris has put congratulations on your 5,000 subscribers. I didn't know I hit 5,000. That's on the other. That's my other channel, my old channel. But thank you anyway. I'm sure it's just a typo. Do you watch your 3D Blu-rays? Yeah, I do occasionally. When I'm downstairs, it's late in the evening. Me and my family, we used to watch just one film a month together, really. I'd say, hey, I've got this new Blu-ray, let's watch it. But we've watched about 3 or 4 this month because, I've been home a lot more. But if it's a film that came out in 3D, we'll sometimes stick it on in 3D. By me. Do you buy films and TV shows on iTunes? Or do you buy movies digitally in general? No. No, not really. If I'm gonna watch something on my iPad, no, I never watch anything on my iPad. That's a lie. I mean my Mac. It's normally I've got Amazon Prime, I've got Now TV, I've got Netflix, I've got Disney Plus, I've got the works on there, and everything else that I could ever want is really on Blu-ray. I have access to pretty much everything, to be honest, movie related. I'm very lucky, very grateful for that. Did your parents like The Gentleman? I rewatched it last night and it's still great. They did. They really enjoyed it. My sister didn't like it much, but my sister's younger. She's 18. She weren't really paying attention. So a lot of it went over her head because it's quite an intelligent movie and she weren't paying attention. But my parents liked it. My dad really enjoyed it. Thank you, Leon's Movie Corner. The man with no name says, do you think that The Rise of Skywalker's climax was a direct copycat of Avengers Endgame? No, but I think they stole a lot of it. There's 2 bits where there's a huge payoff where Captain America catches the hammer and all of the portals open up, and basically all the Avengers come back. And Star Wars tried to do that with all the ships, but it didn't work because you only knew the Falcon. I know that you had like the Ghost and the Mandalorian ship in the background and stuff, but you don't know, like 1 ship really out of the 1,000 that appeared. And then it was hilarious when the Emperor said, I am all the Sith, and then Rey said, I am the Jedi. It's completely, I am inevitable, and I am Iron Man rip-off. Someone at Lucasfilm saw Endgame and went, we gotta do that in Star Wars. It just didn't work. So I don't think the whole climax of Episode 9 was a copycat of Endgame, but they definitely stole a lot of bits, and it just was nowhere near as good. Have you seen what's happening to Battlefront 2? How Scarif is the last update? I assume you've seen the community transmission. I have. Look, the way I look at Battlefront 2 is the game was a disaster when it came out, and they have reworked the game, remodeled it, and it's incredible what they've done now. I'm so happy they're doing Scarif from Rogue One, because it's in the campaign, so I'm surprised it's taken them this long to do it. It was on Battlefront 1. The skins they're doing are amazing. We're getting 2 Darth Maul skins. They're finally giving the Emperor skin. I really wanted it to be Revenge of the Sith, but they're doing The Rise of Skywalker. Rey's getting a couple skins. The Shore Troopers are coming, which is nice. I can't wait till tomorrow. Basically, I'm probably going to spend all of tomorrow playing Battlefront. What are the best plot twist movies other than Shutter Island and Memento? Oh my goodness! Oh my god! You've chucked me in at the deep end here. Plot twists. Oh, I really don't know. I tell you what, I watched. Speaking of plot twists, I watched yesterday. What's it called? It's the one where they're on the island. I literally only watched it yesterday. This shows how much I dislike this movie. It's the one where they're on the island and they get like their most happiest dream come true or something like that. Something Island. It only come out this year, a couple months ago. But I watched that and there was a plot twist in that at the end, which I thought was horrible. It was Really bad. I'm not actually sure. I'm not good at thinking of things on the spot like this, as I'm sure you guys have been able. Fantasy Island, there it is. That's the movie I watched. There's a plot twist in that which I thought was hilarious. I'm not good at coming up with things on the spot like this. Plot twist. I liked. I know there's better ones out there, but I like the one in Homecoming. I guess that one just come to me. Yeah, I need to get that. I'm not sure now. I'm sorry. Have you seen Fargo, the TV series? Very underrated in my opinion. I haven't seen that actually. Oh, my computer's frozen. Come on, there we go. Do you buy 4K Blu-rays? I've only got a couple. I know eventually I'm gonna have a 4K player, but I've actually spent my money instead. I've bought a projector to go in my garden. It's really exciting. It come and I put it on for the first time last night. It looks amazing. But I need to basically the screen that it projects onto is massive. So I'm gonna cut some white dye bond material down at work. I'm going to put that on the wall instead so it's the size. So I'm going to do that Thursday when I go in. But yeah, it's really exciting. I'm going to have a projector in my garden. My neighbours are going to love me. As you make your own posters, do you make Blu-ray covers too? I've matched up Marvel and Doctor Who. It has to look consistent, right? I completely get it. My Marvel collection is so amazing. Like all the 3D ones run really well, but then because Sony do the design for the Spider-Man ones, the Spider-Man ones they just don't work, and it really annoys me. So I really wish I could make my own Blu-ray covers because I'd swap my Spider-Man covers out with some nice 3D red borders, but I can't. I don't know how. I wish I could. Have you seen the Fringe series? I haven't seen that. Empros, hello, my friend. How are you? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Seen the first Godzilla film from 1954. Believe it or not, I have, but it was a very long time ago around my nans. They used to be on a lot of the old Godzilla films. I've actually seen the original Godzilla versus King Kong. You know, I appreciate for their time they were probably very good, but you look at them now and you gotta laugh. Hello, Dawson's Universe. Any reasons why you wouldn't go digital? Well, I've spent all this money now. Why go digital? Do you think they will retcon what happened on Rebels with Rex not betraying his Jedi? I don't think they'll retcon it. I think they'll just maybe work around it really well. Hey, we're gonna find out on Friday probably anyway. Most overrated movie and most underrated movie. Now, see, when I say overrated, it doesn't mean I dislike this film, okay? Because I'm gonna say a film which I think some people are gonna get the hump about. I think this film is overrated, but I still like it a lot. I think Joker's overrated. People were screaming about that last year, and I was like, it's good, but why is it going up for all these awards? I get actor and score, and I guess cinematography, but no way should it have been going up for Best Picture. Most underrated. Oh my god, there's so many films I could pick for underrated movie. I don't actually know what I'd pick for underrated. Film that doesn't get attention, which should. I really like The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I think that's a really underrated Wes Anderson picture. Have you seen The Green Mile? I haven't seen that one. Oh, I've skipped one here, sorry. What's your favourite Martin Scorsese movie? You know what? I probably should say Shutter Island. People will probably say I should say Taxi Driver, but I haven't seen that. But I rewatched this film this week, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to say The Wolf of Wall Street. Because I can just rewatch. It's got such a good rewatchability factor about it. What's your most expensive film or TV box set that you've ever paid for? Oh, most expensive one I've ever paid for. See, a lot of my really expensive ones were actually gifts. I was I'm very lucky. Like my Harry Potter and my James Bond one. They were both gifts. It was probably my... No, I know what it was. I missed out when it came out. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, the box set, the Amazon exclusive. I think I paid £60 to get it because I was late. It's not the one that's worth the most in my collection, though. The one that's worth the most definitely has to be one of my classic Doctor Who box sets. Are you going to be getting Doctor Who Series 12 Blu-ray? And are you going to rank the Doctor Who seasons? I'm really debating whether to get Series 12. I really am. It's another Rise of Skywalker for me, where I feel like I got to get it to stay complete, but I really hated it. I might rank Doctor Who, although the first 5 seasons are going to be the best ones, and then 11 and 12 are going to be at the bottom. So it's kind of, my ranking's kind of predictable, I'd say. What else we got? Oh, Gamerverse. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Hope you're having a good one. Are you still ordering Blu-rays online during Corona? No, I've tried to be good during coronavirus, you know, trying to be respectful and stuff. But I broke today. I bought one. I bought Reservoir Dogs. I saw it going for a good price, and I was like, I can't resist. I'm going to get it. Are you still ordering just read that one. Hey, James. Hope you're doing well. Currently working on debut self-titled EP. That's very exciting. Well done, my friend. Very talented. I tried to pick up instruments before. Bit difficult for me. Not really my strong suit. So well done to you, my friend. Where do you work? I work local. I work for a signage company, basically, which is how I'm able to make these posters in my room, which is pretty exciting. Just big signs. We put them up in London and all round, really. Been to Birmingham before to put them up. Some overnighters and stuff. It's an interesting job. It's interesting. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, is coming out August 7th. Oh, I'm surprised that one's not going straight to TV, to be honest. I didn't like the look of it, because they changed the animation style, haven't they? Hey, you know, I grew up with SpongeBob. SpongeBob is the drawn animation to me. Oh, thank you, Brandon Cherry. It's great. I'm doing very well, thank you. Hope you're doing well as well, my friend. Does the gentleman come in a black case on the Blu-ray? No, it comes in a standard blue case. It's actually very plain in terms of packaging, but it's worth it because it's such a good movie. As I say, I got it Monday, watched it Monday. I was so excited to see that film again. I was going to my parents. I was like, oh, we're watching this. It's great. And my parents liked it. So it was good. It was a good time. Ever read Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir? I have. The comic, right? That's a great comic. I absolutely adore what they've done with Darth Maul. I really do. Alien franchise or Predator franchise? Alien, all the way. The first 2 Alien movies are fantastic. You know, 3 and 4 weren't great, but Prometheus was a good return to form, and then Covenant was a stinky pile of crap. Oh, I see. I've caught up with the questions here where I was going, oh, what's this film called? And someone's gone Fantasy Island. Hey, James, how are you? I'm doing good, Talon Film, or Flame even. Thank you for you made a video today for me. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Favorite franchise? Well, there's got to be Star Wars. Not only have they made some incredible films, but Star Wars is the only franchise to expand so much into other media forms and just continue growing. It's a very, very incredible thing what Star Wars has done, and no other franchise has managed to do it. Or do it that well, I'll say. Have you ever watched the Fringe TV series? I haven't even heard of it. Top 5 favourite TV shows. Ooh, my favourite TV show is Black Sails. Okay. I mean, I got to say Doctor Who, because there's 55 years there. I know that it's got some real crap moments, but there's 55 years of great TV, some great TV there. I've got to say Game of Thrones, even though the last couple seasons were not good. Westworld. Westworld is just out of this. It's out of this world. It's technically some of the best TV I've ever seen. The scripts, the stories, everything about it is just as high quality as you can get. Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is a great time as well. Haven't watched Twin Peaks. Haven't watched that. New Clone Wars episode was the best Clone Wars episode ever. I agree. I got so hyped up with it. My mind was blowing while I was watching it. Hope the 2 final episodes with Order 66 can top off the current episodes. Also, do you think we will see Vader? I don't think we'll see Vader. I don't, because Vader's story, you know, we know what happens at the end of Revenge of the Sith, and the comic Vader, the Dark Lord of the Sith, picks up straight after Revenge of the Sith. So I sort of feel like his story is kind of set. But I think the last 2 episodes of Clone Wars are going to be amazing. Favourite director? It's a real toss-up between Christopher Nolan, because I think the man is just pretty flawless. Martin Scorsese is absolutely incredible. I love Wes Anderson as well. I don't know. Pick one of them 3. It's one of them 3. What streaming services do you have? Netflix, Prime, HBO, Disney Plus, BBC iPlayer. I have quite a few of them. How do you make your own posters? Well, it's just where I work. I'm able to. My boss lets me do a couple on the slide. We print on about 2-3 mil thick Diabond aluminium, if I can say the word. So we got these huge printers at work. So we print massive stuff that goes on hoardings and billboards. So I just print out some posters. I've got a nice laminator at work, so I gloss laminate it. And I just stick it to some Diabond of whatever size I want. And yeah, I've got them all up around my room, and they're great because you don't need to put them in frames. They're real thick and sturdy. They're aluminium. And they're all glossy and shiny, and they look very professional. So I'm very lucky there. Have you watched Breaking Bad? I know. Every week I get this. I've watched the first season of Breaking Bad. Really enjoyed it. Got caught up with something else which came out at the time, and I still have yet to go back to it. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. What is your all-time favourite movie and TV series? Empire Strikes Back movie. And Black Sails for TV series. What website do you buy your movies on? Pretty much Amazon. I don't really stray too far away from there. Alien and Predator franchise again. Alien. Have you got any criticisms about the video I posted, as I'm trying to make a film channel and would appreciate some constructive criticism? Look, mate, it's your first video. My first video on my old channel, I was very young, very nervous. I don't even show my face. It takes time. You'll get used to it naturally. Just keep going on there, talking about what you enjoy and stuff. And, you'll be fine at it eventually. It's you'll get used to it yourself, mate. Don't worry about it. What's your job? Well, as I said earlier, it's just putting up signs and stuff. Have you seen the Shield? What's the Shield? Do you mean Agents of Shield? Do you think Blade Runner is overrated? I hated it. Oh no, I liked Blade Runner. I thought it was good. I actually preferred the sequel though. I thought 2049 was amazing. I haven't seen Frequency from 2000. I haven't checked out Once Upon a Time on Netflix. I haven't checked that out yet. Someone said they agree with me about Joker. Don't get me wrong, I like the film Joker, but people got so carried away with it. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's a good movie, but there isn't anything that screams Best Picture to me here. Do you like The Files or Twilight Zone? No, I haven't really seen much of either of them, to be honest. Do you understand the criticism against the violence in films like The Joker and Extraction? I do, but I like the Joker one got really exaggerated because it wasn't as violent as I thought it'd be. Extraction, I get, you go into that film wanting a realistic film. It's there to present a realistic, kind of view of what a soldier would be like extracting someone. It goes a little bit far at times, of course, but it's a Hollywood movie, so obviously it's going to go a bit far. Some films deserve the warning and the criticism, but I don't know about those two, actually. Clone Wars final will be great. I think if Rex does execute Order 66 on Ahsoka, even though we know he will snap out of it, it will still be sad. Yeah, I saw the clip they released from Clone Wars today, and it's like Ahsoka and Rex having a heart-to-heart, and it's like, you just know that the next episode or the next scene even, he could go. He could get the execute Order 66, and that's it. It's like, oh, it's going to be heartbreaking to see him trying to kill her. But I've just noticed we're at 50 people watching, guys. That's crazy. Thank you so much for everyone being here again. Just want to say that. Which actor who played Spider-Man did you like best? Live action Spider-Man's, it's the current one. It's Tom Holland. He's the most comic accurate one. And he's a really good actor as well. Okay, man with no name. He's recommended a reviewer who's reviewed Justice League. I hope he didn't like Justice League, because I didn't like Justice League. I thought it was a mess of a movie. My overrated films are The Matrix, Blade Runner, and Aliens. So if you're saying Alien, you're putting the S on the end. That must mean the James Cameron one. I don't think they're bad films at all, but definitely overrated. I could kind of see it on The Matrix. I thought that film was good, but I didn't think it was amazing. I really like Blade Runner and Aliens. I love. Aliens I love. Opinions on the Paul McCartney song Press. I love the song. Can't stand the album. It's alright, it's one of those things where McCartney was doing a lot of fluff in the 80s, weren't he? It's a fluffy song. It's alright. I ain't really got much to say about it. Do you like Stanley Kubrick? Yeah, I like what I've seen. I haven't seen much. Films you can't live without. I love the classic Hollywood films from the 70s through to the 90s, like, Star Wars, Aliens, Jaws, Predator, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, E.T. I love that kind of classic cinema that you had there. So I'd say anything like that. Have you seen Batman 1989? And if so, what are your thoughts? I've seen it. It's aged up now, definitely. Looking a bit dated, unlike some of the other classics from that era that I just mentioned. It's a decent film. Do you think Blade Runner is overrated? Same one. I've already answered this, Josh. Jaws is coming to 4K. Yeah, I don't really see the point in that one too much coming to 4K. There's not too much you can do with the quality there. The sound is going to be amazing. The sound is going to be super improved. So when I buy a lot of older films in Blu-ray, like these classic Doctor Who sets they're doing in Blu-ray, for example, you notice the sound's improved. The colour has a very slight, sharper edge to it. That is all they can do with it. They can't do much. But the packaging looks great with Jaws, and we know the packaging is great with the classic Doctor Who sets. So there is that side to it. Oh, me, Mr. Mayo. Hello, my friend. One of my very good friends from my old YouTube channel. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I went over to your movie channel a while back, actually. I was very curious to see if you've been carrying on with it. You know me, all into my movies. If you're on Facebook, which you should still join, by the way, I would recommend you join our little Blu-ray or movie talking group. You might enjoy it on there. Big Paulie's group of movies or something like that. I forget the name of it. The Wolf of Wall Street is definitely the best Martin Scorsese film, says Alex. It's in my top 5 films of all time. I really can't disagree with you. I absolutely love The Wolf of Wall Street. I think it is a quality movie. Favourite actor? I can't do favourite actor. We do this nearly every live stream. I can't do it. There's too many. Camera B says, hello, my friend. Mel Walsh, hi mate. I watched Knives Out the other night. Very disappointed. Oh, that's a shame. I loved that movie. Found the film too long. Daniel Craig's accent was dreadful. I loved his accent. I can only disagree. I loved his Kentucky accent. As bad as Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins. I can only disagree with you, my friend. I loved it. I thought Knives Out was great. Have you seen Trainspotting and Trainspotting 2? No, I haven't seen them. I need to. Got my boy Ewan McGregor in them. Know what you mean, temptation to order Blu-rays. I've done really well so far. I literally only broke this morning and ordered a cheap one. So I get asked this nearly every week as well. Have you seen Dexter? I haven't seen Dexter. I love the first SpongeBob movie. Yeah, I remember seeing the first SpongeBob movie as a kid, actually. I have the game on GameCube. I used to have it on PlayStation 2. 3 questions. Will you watch Soul? Definitely. Have you watched 500 Days of Summer? No, but Ryan keeps telling me I need to. And do you consider Netflix reviews? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? You'll have to resend that last one. Best musical score? In Star Wars or just in any movie? Well, I'd probably say I love the Phantom Menace score, you know. It took a lot of original pieces, brought them back, and it had its new freshness. But I suppose maybe Revenge of the Sith ties it all together really well. It'd be a prequel score. It'd be either Phantom Menace or Revenge of the Sith. They're great scores. Who's your favourite actor? I can't do that question. I can't. There's too many to choose from. I know this isn't. I know this isn't really a movie-related question, but I'm currently transitioning to be a girl, and thanks to Fox Searchlight, I finally found my name. Well done. I'm pleased that you found a name. What name is it? Best black comedy. I like Ride Along. I think that's good. Have you seen Afterlife? I've seen the first season. I'm going to watch the second season. I know it's come out. I'm currently in the middle of watching Killing Eve. Options on the new Moleskin. Personally, I like it more. I'd like it more like Rebels, but it's good. It is the Rebel skin. It's the skin from when he is killed by Obi-Wan. And then the other skin, I didn't really get a very good look at it, okay? I only saw it in the trailer, the other skin, but he's wearing all black. He's got his robot legs. It looks like what he's wearing at the minute in Clone Wars. What are you drinking today? And have you seen Onward on Disney Plus yet? I saw Onward in the cinema before this all happened. It was good. It was a good movie. Not one of Pixar's best. And I'm drinking Hooch today. Hooch. When are you doing another Blu-ray collection? Oh, I don't know. I only do my Blu-ray collections when I feel my collection has changed enough. Are you hyped for the Kenobi series? Yes. I am going to stay up till midnight. I'll do whatever it takes to just see Kenobi as soon as possible. I am so hyped for that. I've seen Summer Skins. Haven't seen Shameless. Favorite Disney classic is Lion King, but I also love The Jungle Book. Heard of the 1989 Steven Spielberg film Always? I have. I haven't actually seen that one though. So do you own all of the Quentin Tarantino films? No, I don't. I'm missing Death Proof, which I hear isn't very good anyway, and Jackie Brown. To be honest, like I said in the last one, I'm a bit funny on Quentin. I like him, but I don't think he's like the 10 out of 10 director some people think he is. Like, I will reiterate that I wasn't super happy with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I found that film a bit disappointing. Thoughts on the prequels, you know? When the prequels come out, they were different. There's bad acting. some fucking awful lines in the script. Some of the CG's rocky. They're not great films. They're not. Revenge of the Sith is pretty good, but the first two, they're not great. They've aged up. I think people come to appreciate that they built this amazing universe, which has been expanded on the TV series, the novels, and the comics. And unfortunately, the Star Wars sequels have been a total mess. More of a mess than the prequels. So I think people have gone back and actually said, oh, you know what? The prequels ain't that bad. Have you seen The Vampire Diaries? You know what? My sister used to watch that on TV a lot downstairs, so I used to see bits of it. Not for me, that one. Who is your favourite Doctor? Mine is David Tennant. Mine is also David Tennant. And do you think the show has gone downhill? Definitely. The last 2 seasons of Doctor Who have been terrible. I really haven't enjoyed them. Do you have a 4K collection? Not yet. I've got like 6 or 7 4Ks maybe. I've got a couple others in some box sets hiding about and stuff, but I don't have many. Have you heard of the Millennium? Favorite trilogy? It took me way too long to read that. I'm getting glasses, by the way, as well, guys, if you're wondering. I mean, my reading isn't quite as terrible as it sounds, but my eyes are definitely going over the last few months. Have you seen Killing Eve? I'm currently watching it. I watched season 2, episode 5 today. So 8 episodes of series. I've got 3 left, and I don't know how many episodes into series 3 now. I think there are only 2 or 3. So I'm currently watching Killing Eve and Westworld and Clone Wars. And do you think New Mutants will ever be released? Also, have you seen Umbrella Academy and read the comics? Haven't read the comics of Umbrella Academy, but I've seen the TV show and I think it was really good. I actually met the actor in it, Tom Hopper. He was a really nice bloke. And New Mutants, it will get released eventually. That film is hilarious, how it's just never ever coming out. I'm not answering favourite actor. Hi James, do you agree that the first 2 Fantastic Four movies are underrated? I mean, look, not very good movies. I think the first one is okay. Rise of the Silver Surfer is pretty bad. Movie reviews. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Have you listened to all of Bob Dylan's albums? I have. Yeah, there's some. I don't sound too happy about that. It's because I like about half of them, the other half they're just get in the bin. Have you seen the True Blood or True Detective or 6 Feet Under or Oz? I haven't seen all of them. What is Oz? You don't mean the Wizard of Oz? Is there something just called Oz out there? I've seen the Wizard of Oz. If that's what you mean. What is your favourite Blu-ray film trilogy? What do you mean by that? Do you mean films that look great on Blu-ray? Because if so, what looks great on Blu-ray? You know what? Even though I'm not a fan of them much, I'd probably say the sequel trilogy. Or maybe the original 3 Gorovinsky Parts of the Caribbean movies. They look great on Blu-ray. You've seen Zombieland Double Tap yet? Yeah, what do you mean, yeah? I saw that when it came out in cinema. It was a decent film. I thought it was going to be awful. I was fully prepared to walk out that throwing a fit. And it was good. Thoughts on Gavin and Stacey? It's alright. Yeah, it's comfort food. Have you seen Pulp Fiction? Of course I've seen Pulp Fiction. John Wick fan? I like me some John Wick. What is your top 5 favourite comic book movies? Oh, God. That's a question, because there's a lot of films which are based off comic books, and I just don't really know it. So I'm just going to go with superheroes, because they're obviously based off comics. Avengers Endgame is fantastic. Captain America Civil War is also great. The Dark Knight is a triumphant movie. Oh my God, this is difficult. I like Thor Ragnarok, because it really captured the Planet Hulk comic really well. And of course, Marvel aren't allowed to do a Hulk movie at the minute without Universal. So I think they've done really well there. So I'm going to give that one a bone. This is really difficult, guys. You know what? Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just looking up there, thinking what ones would I watch right now? Guardians of the Galaxy. Have you watched Scott Pilgrim? I have. It's a good movie. Clockwork Orange. Nope. Have you seen The Shining and The Sopranos? Yes and yes. Looking back on The Force Awakens, there was so much hope in that trilogy. It was going to be great, but now it's just done with, and it turned out to be a mess. Your thoughts on the sequel trilogy? Yeah, you know, obviously, what Disney had done with Star Wars, they've done a lot of good for it. They have, and I like the spin-offs. I thought Rogue One was great. Solo was decent. Force Awakens, I remember being so hyped for that movie, and it was really fun. It done what everyone wanted to. It brought Star Wars back. It was a good movie. It was really well made. The problem is that they didn't plan the next two when they made that film. So now Rian Johnson comes in, who I like. I'm not a Rian Johnson hater. I really respect him. He made his own film, but he also didn't leave anything open for the last film. So then the last film is a complete disaster. And now I just have bitter taste about the sequels because they didn't plan anything. And the ending was awful. So I thought I was a sci-fi fan because I love Star Wars, Aliens, Predator. But I've watched both Blade Runners and 2001 recently and hated them. I'm starting to wonder if sci-fi isn't for me. Hey, you know, there's loads of films in the sci-fi genre and stuff. You know, you've got your Star Trek as well if you like Star Wars, you know. I'm looking around for inspiration. You know, there's loads of stuff that comes under sci-fi that you could still probably enjoy. You know. Who is your favourite Joker? Live action, it's Heath Ledger. But I love Mark Hamill as the animated one. I think he's great. Have you seen Natural Born Killers? No. Okay, so I get my DVDs from Zoom and Zavi. Now, Big Paulie was having some trouble with... Oh, I don't want to get it wrong. I think he said Zoom. I think it was Zoom. See, a lot of people getting their Rise of Skywalker steelbooks on the Facebook page with dents in. Have you watched The Inbetweeners, and what age did you first watch it? Fully understanding the jokes. I don't want to... Oh, God, this is going to make my parents look bad. That's the only problem. Now, of course I've seen The Inbetweeners. You know, it's a classic British comedy show. Now, I watched the third season when it aired because so many people at school were watching it. So I went round a few mates' houses and I watched them around there. I remember when the first season was airing, I stayed up late to watch it at night because it was obviously on late. My parents were aware of it. You know, they knew I was sensible. They knew I was a good boy, so I think they just let me get on with it. Do you like Kevin Smith movies? Some of them. If you had a chance to play a character, what would it be? I'd love to just be a stupid character in something like, Oh, I've skipped a question here. Sorry, I'm going to come back to that one. But I'd love to do something like Michael Scott from The Office. What movies have you seen from Scorsese's filmography, and how would you rank them? Well, I've seen a lot of Scorsese movies, but I couldn't rank them. I could tell you my top three. I'd go Wolf of Wall Street, Hugo, and Shutter Island. How long are you live for? Well, I've been living for 22 years. If that's what you mean. Have you played the Kingdom Hearts series? It's a crossover between Final Fantasy and Disney on the PS4. Oh, I have played some of this. I know what you're on about. I can't lie, I didn't really get into it much, though. Which version do you use the most in cinemas? Standard 2D, 3D, or IMAX? It's 2D because I've got the Cinema Unlimited card. I can get into 3D movies for free as well, but there's not as many 3D movies about. I do IMAX for the big ones, like I saw Endgame and The Rise of Skywalker last year in IMAX. I think I saw Godzilla King of the Monsters in IMAX as well last year. because it was just a big film, and they were saying, "Go see this in IMAX." So I was like, "I will go see this in IMAX." I saw it in IMAX. Looked good. Film went great. I watched The Martian and Ex Machina both for the first time yesterday. If you have seen them, what did you think? They're both great movies. The Martian was really good. Really enjoyed that film. I'm not sure why it got nominated as a comedy. Ex Machina is incredible. It is honestly one of my favorite films ever made. It's a very, very great film. Alicia Vivikander, however you say her name, Donald Gleason, and Poe Dameron and Oscar Isaacs was they were great in it. Really good. They're really good movies, both of them. Do you like Rick and Morty? I used to like Rick and Morty. I watched the first 3 seasons and then I gave up because the fans were a bit intoxicating, I can't lie. And I got a bit bored of it. Do you watch Sean Chandler Talks on YouTube? He's a great film ranker. I do. I actually take a lot of inspiration from that man. He's one of my favorite YouTubers here. I actually tried to talk to him on his live chat, but I didn't get through. It was a shame. I'll try his next one. Favorite movie quotes. I love the really dumb ones from Revenge of the Sith. You know, Obi-Wan. Hello there. Another happy landing. So uncivilized. You gotta do that really sarcastic Ewan McGregor voice as well. All the Room ones, you know. I did not hit that. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit that. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, God. Should I play the Uncharted games? I don't, because you've just said that they're on the PlayStation Store for free. I've downloaded them for free as well this weekend, but I haven't played them. I haven't played them yet. I can't tell you. I'd hit the download button, so you've got them there as an option. Do you like Planet of the Apes films? Yes, I've got the box set of all the Planet of the Apes movies. I've seen them all. The original 5, the first 2 are very good. And then 3, I hate. I have a passionate hatred for that film. 4 and 5 are throwaway films. The Mark Wahlberg reboot is terrible. But the new 3 are incredible. One of the best trilogies I've ever seen, without a doubt. Oh, so the reviewer that the man with no name was talking about hated Justice League. And his thoughts on London Has Fallen had me in stitches. I never even watched London Has Fallen. It looked terrible. I was like, I'm not going to watch it. I also hated Justice League. So... where's the comments gone? Worst movie you've ever seen? Mine's Movie 43. Movie 43 is absolutely horrible. I can't disagree with that at all. My personal least favourite movie, because I like terrible movies that are funny. You know, Birdemic, The Room, you know, stuff like that. Cats even. I was really drunk when I saw Cats. But they're so bad, there's kind of a charm to them where they're funny. I don't like the bad, boring movies, like Transformers The Last Night was terrible and I was bored. Pacific Rim Uprising. You know, they were really bad because they were boring. Oh, sorry, my bad. You should play the Uncharted games. I see. I know I should. I've downloaded them, as I say. So, I will be playing them at some point. What's your favourite horror film? Now, I'm not great with horror. I've fully admitted to this. I've tried to get into a lot of horror lately. I've done a good job. I've been diving in some old ones. My favourite one is still Ready or Not, I think. I found that really interesting. Hello, Movie Mad. How are you doing, my friend? I'm really behind on the comments, guys, by the way. I really do apologise, because I want to answer them all. I do. Hi, I'm new. Own any Wes Anderson movies? I own every Wes Anderson movie. He's one of my very favourite directors. I love The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Grand Budapest Hotel is fantastic. And, you know, I grew up with Fantastic Mr. Fox as well. First time watching the Star Wars movies this week. Just started watching The Last Jedi. Loving it. Is The Rise of Skywalker any good? Well, you might like it, my friend. I'm personally not a fan of The Rise of Skywalker. But I never, even when I really criticize a film like The Rise of Skywalker, I never try and change someone's opinion. That's never something that I want to do. I'm just here to express mine. And, always try to respect people who do like it. Well done on 2,000 subscribers. Big Paulie's Chatting Movies. That's the name of the Facebook group. Thank you, Movie Mad. What shows or films would you want to be released on Blu-ray? I got this question last week, and I really couldn't think of any. Because everything that I want is pretty much out on Blu-ray, or anything that isn't out that I want on Blu-ray, I can find in another country. It's released on Blu-ray somewhere in the world. So it's I'm not really sure about that question. I should really think about it for next week, and maybe ask me next week. Any favourite miniseries? Oh, I love The Night Manager. Chernobyl was also fantastic. What 80s movies should they remake that hasn't been remade so far? Oh my god, that's difficult. Remakes are difficult because they go so wrong, or they can actually go all right. They never go much better than that, though. I don't know. I'm not sure what one I would pick. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I think the Aliens movie should be remade, and I say that not. I love the original Aliens. Okay, hear me out here, guys. Give me a chance, because you know how much I love the first two Aliens movies. I think they're fantastic. I think they should be remade because, unfortunately, Ridley Scott has taken them in an unredeemable direction with Alien Covenant. I don't want to see this story continued. It's a mess. It's all falling apart story and plot-wise. So I think in a way, now that Fox has moved over to Disney, it'd be nice if Disney Fox just went, right, start again, boom. So I'm going to go Aliens. I know that the first one was a 70s movie, but I'm tricking it. I'm tricking the system. Do you like Danny Boyle? Danny Boyle's a good laugh. He's got some really good stuff. He really has. What's your thoughts on Yesterday, the movie about the Beatles? It's all right. The problem that I have with it is the lead character is so unlikable and miserable that it just doesn't help me enjoy the film. It's a shame because he's the only thing about it I didn't like, but he's the focus of the film. So yeah, it's a good film. I respect it, but there are some issues with it. Are you getting the new Doctor Who with Tom Baker Series 14 on Blu-ray when it comes out on Monday? Yes, I am, and I'm very, very excited to get it. Have you noticed how some scenes from the Clone Wars trailers aren't in the episodes, such as Anakin and Rex looking up at the fleet? I think that shot was made specifically for the, Clone Wars Saved trailer, because it was such a big moment. I noticed how they've switched certain things around, like originally, when Anakin and Obi-Wan walk into the room and Ahsoka's hologram is facing the other way. In the trailer, she was talking to Rex, but they changed it to where she was talking to Admiral Yularen. So I thought that was kind of cool. There are a few little changes in it. Big Guys 45. I'll come back. I will see you back here at some point, my friend. Are you a Tim Burton fan? I'm funny with Tim Burton. I respect him. I give him props. He's made movies. I couldn't do that. But I'm not really a fan of his style. Some of his movies are good, though. Have you seen Steven Universe? It's one of my favourite cartoons. I have not seen that. What is your favourite Harry Potter movie? Prisoner of Azkaban. Have you seen Netflix's Afterlife? I've seen the first season. I'm going to watch the second season this week. As soon as lockdown is over and businesses are back open, I'm going to the biggest Blu-ray shopping spree ever. Hey, you enjoy yourself when this is all over. That's the one thing about this lockdown. I've been able to save a nice bit of money, which is nice. Grace is the name I found. That's a very lovely name, my friend. Have you seen The Lighthouse? I've seen The Lighthouse. I thought it was a great movie. Have you seen the 70s show? Have you seen That 70s Show? It's my personal favourite. I don't... What... Do you mean the show called That 70s Show? Or what is the name of the 70s show? Do you think there will ever be a Goonies 2, Grease 3, or a Back to the Future 4? Pretty sure there is a Grease 3, isn't there? You know, it sounds horrible. I don't really care about any of them. I just rather wish I'd leave them all alone, to be honest. So, yeah. Killing Eve is great, but if you haven't seen Fleabag, I have seen Fleabag. That is great. Yeah, I know. It's created by that Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she's so talented. She really is. I loved Fleabag. I was heartbroken when I heard they're not going to do a 3rd season of it. I haven't heard of Quinton reviews. I have not. Hello, Poop. Oh, I apologise. Poppy and Luke's channel. Sorry. It's don't worry about being late. It's so nice to have you guys here again. It's really lovely to have you here. I'm doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. Have you seen The Shawshank Redemption? If so, what are your thoughts on it? My 2nd favourite movie of all time after Jaws. I love The Shawshank Redemption. I actually watched it at school for the first time, I think. And I remember sitting there, and a lot of kids in my class kind of bored with it, because it's an older film. And, you know, when we were at that age, you wanted to see quick action films, you know, as most younger people do. But I remember being fully immersed in it. I was like, this is great. I remember the teacher stopping it halfway, and she'll be like, right, we'll finish it off next lesson. It was like, what the fuck? I actually think I went home and watched it. I was like, nah, I ain't waiting until next lesson. I'm watching it now. Do I like Jack Nicholson? Yeah, he's a great actor. Fantastic. One of my favourite things about Jack Nicholson is, do you remember when Heath Ledger died? And it was like the night it was broken to the world that he died of a drug overdose. And he was coming out of a club. And a reporter went up to him and he went, have you heard about Heath Ledger? And he looked at him and went, what? And he went, well, he's died. And he just looked at the camera, because they both played the Joker, and he died playing the Joker. He just goes, told him not to do it, man. I love it. I think it's great. Have you seen my channel, Movie Mad? I have not, but I will put it down. Hang on. I've bookmarked it, so I'll watch it later on today. Have you seen Birds of Prey? I did see Birds of Prey. I quite enjoyed it. I really weren't looking forward to it. I thought the trailers were terrible. I was like, there's no way this is going to be good. I'm not going to enjoy this. I didn't like Suicide Squad. I was like, the only good thing about it is Ewan McGregor's in it, and you look so charismatic and fun in the trailers. I was like, I'm really looking forward to seeing this. For him. And you know what? I enjoyed the majority of the film. There were some pacing issues and whatnot, but I enjoyed it. It was pretty good, actually. Oh, Joe, nice that you're still here, my friend. Me again. It's nice to have you here catching up, my friend. It's been too long. My most recent channel is Mayo's Movies. I'm trying to do a lot more content, but it's mostly 20th century stuff. Oh, that's okay. I think all of us here, you know, very modern modern film lover, me, but I still love going back to the old stuff. You know, the old stuff is still just as good. You know, it's like every decade of movies, you get some great stuff and you get some bad stuff. And lately, this year, 2020, has not given us some great movies. And unfortunately, all the ones that were looking good have been delayed. 2019 was a great year for movies, though. Quality pleasure movies. What do you mean by that? Pleasure movies? I don't really know what you mean by that. I mean, pleasurable movies to me are just, I love watching my favourites, like Star Wars and the original 3 Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings, Aliens, Jurassic Park, the original, stuff like that. Guilty pleasure movies. Oh, this is a fun question. Well, I love watching terrible films. I love watching The Room. Mamma Mia is a great guilty pleasure film. People always get a bit embarrassed to talk about that one. I love it. It's cheesy. There's a lot of great songs in it. Top 5 favourite Netflix originals. Oh, is this TV or movies, though? Come back to me. Write that question down again. TVs or movies. Favorite TV reboots or spin-offs? I'll do spin-offs. I like Torchwood. I thought that was pretty damn good. Star Trek Discovery. Sarah Jane Adventures. Fear the Walking Dead, which it was surprised. It's got really bad lately, but it started off well. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Super underrated show. I know it's a spin-off of the film, but whatever. Loved Off to the Movies recently. Thank you so much. That is so cool to have someone here saying that they love my podcast. That's fantastic, and that really means a lot. Would love to see an episode on the whole Clone Wars series 1 through 7. Hopefully Ryan can catch up before the final episode is out. Ryan's on series 4 at the minute. I don't think he's going to catch up in time, but I'm sure he'll say on the podcast when he's finished. So if you request then that we talk about it all, I'll convince Ryan to do one on it. On my channel here, I'm going to rank all 7 seasons of the Clone Wars and the 4 Rebel seasons when Series 7 is done. What phone do you use? I've never really been one to go onto the old Apple phones, but I have recently. I've got the iPhone 11X or something like that. Do you watch Friends? My sister loves Friends. I personally don't get it. I'm one of the minority. I've always been much more of an Office fan. Hello, Cozy. Guilty pleasure artist. You know, I actually vaguely remember getting this question on my old channel on a live stream, and I remember saying the exact same thing. I honestly don't think I'm that embarrassed to listen to anyone. Because even on that channel, I think people would expect me to say, I think people expected me to be embarrassed to say I listen to Harry Styles, and I'd be like, no. I mean, he's so much better since he left One Direction. It's like, he's actually a good artist now. So, have you gotten back to watching Breaking Bad? No, not yet. Have you watched Weeds or Californication? No. I heard Sky installed recently and have been watching South Park. Have you ever watched South Park, the TV show? No. I know I actually have. I watched a few when I used to go to sleepovers with my mates when we were younger. Oh, is it Elliot Cohen who you're doing the ranking with on Star Wars? No, it's not Elliot. I am meant to be doing a video with another YouTuber here in the Blu-ray community, the Big Paulie Blu-ray community. He's been very busy this week. He hasn't been able to do it. I'm waiting for him to give me a day when we can do it. Favorite animated series? I'm so biased here. Clone Wars. Has anyone ever told you that you look like the shorter man from 1917? Oh, the one who dies. I haven't heard that one before. But hey, you know, he was a good actor. I'll take it. Oh dear, my computer's frozen. There we go. Oh god, it's gone right to the bottom. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Let me get back to where the comments were, because I don't want to skip any here. Right, here we go. We had this. Maybe I should keep my laptop on my lap. A bit better. It gives me a bit of a light as well. I'll keep that on, actually. Maybe I'll just keep the laptop on my lap. Okay. How much did you hate the Timeless Children of Doctor Who? My brother really liked Doctor Who. Pretends that episode doesn't exist. The problem is, I don't think you can pretend it doesn't exist, because next season, and well, forever now, they're going to reference it so much, because it's such a major moment for Doctor Who. I personally hate it. I think it's a terrible decision. I thought The Timeless Children was an awful episode. I think it's the worst episode of Doctor Who I've ever watched. So yeah, didn't like it. Okay, can you rank all the Guy Ritchie films? I've already said I'm doing that as a video later this week or next week. When did this stream start? It started about 7:20. Can you rank the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies? Well, my favourite is Return of the King, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, Desolation of Smaug, Unexpected Journey. And they're all good movies. You know, the two Hobbit films are obviously weaker, but they're all good films. The Lord of the Rings are amazing. Battle of Five Armies sucks. Rank your favourite franchise. Well, my favourite franchise is Star Wars. I do rankings of that all the time on here, and I might as well save it because I'm doing a ranking of it with another YouTuber soon. Hi, are you getting Season 14 of Classic Doctor Who? I am. Very excited. Have you heard of PJ Harvey? I have not. What characters do I relate to? Oh, you know, one character I really relate to, and I think it's because I spent 9 seasons with him, was Jim from The Office. Star Wars Resistance is coming to Disney Plus on the 4th of May. Thank God for that. I wanted that on release date for Disney Plus. That actually makes me so happy. I finally am going to be able to watch that. Who's your favourite female musician right now? Aurora. Can you do a tour of your room? I am thinking about doing another room tour here. It's been a while since I've done one. So, you might actually get that at some point. Favourite Marvel art book? That's a good question. Do you think they will release a Clone Wars art book? Well, there is one. I wouldn't be surprised if they do one for the final season. My favourite Marvel art book... Thor Ragnarok, actually. That was really good. Yeah, I'm going to go Thor Ragnarok. That was a really good art book. Endgame had a good one as well, because it's big, thick, chunky one. Have I ever been to a film set? Yeah, not on purpose though. I remember visiting Duxford here in the UK, you know, the big old World War II museum. And they were filming The Monuments Men there. Bill Murray was there, George Clooney, Matt Damon. That was fun. Didn't see any of them, but they were there behind these big white screens. Drove past Spider-Man Far From Home set as well. What is the recent movies you have watched in the past few days? I watched Bad Boys for Life today. I thought it was alright. I watched... Oh my god, what was it? The one about the island. We had this discussion earlier that just come out. I forgot the name of it again. This is how much I dislike this movie. I watched The Postcard Killings with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That was alright, bit of a throwaway. I watched Ben Affleck's new movie, The Way Back. That was a good watch. James, will you have guests on the podcast? You should try and get Big Paulie on. Would be a great episode. Hey, look, you guys, get the message out to Big Paulie. If Big Paulie wants to be on my channel or my podcast, he's more than welcome. It would be a pleasure and an honour to have that man. But I've got a couple friends who want to be on the podcast. I've got a couple people who want to be on my channel, which is cool. So I'm trying to work on that now. Podcast is a bit difficult because we're not allowed to interact with people at the minute. When coronavirus is over, it should be a lot easier to get people involved on the podcast. But it would be so cool to do something with Big Paulie. Because we are friends, me and Paul. So, you know, it's not out the question. But there's a lot of people who want to do stuff with Big Paulie. So, least favourite Spielberg movie? BFG. What was the first movie you saw in a cinema? It was Finding Nemo when I was very young. Do you drink alcohol? My friends and parents will tell you too much. I've been pretty good, though, lately. Now, it's Savvy who's having problems with James. I'm so far behind on the comments here, aren't I? Because I know that this was something we were talking about ages ago. Have you watched Purple Rain? No. Do you like Martin Scorsese films? And have you seen Silence or Goodfellas? Or The Irishman? I love Martin Scorsese. I saw The Irishman, thought it was a bit too long. I've seen Silence. I thought it was alright. I haven't seen Goodfellas. Have you seen it? Don't say I just lost my place again because I know I was super far back. I have lost my place. Hang on, people. Hang on. Here we go. Okay, I found it. Alex Pitt. Have you seen Apocalypse Now? I saw it for the first time the other day, and it's a masterpiece. I really need to watch that film. I really do. Do you have a Cineworld card? I do. Did you ever play Revenge of the Sith game? I did. Luckily, not before the film came out. 'Cause that game came out before the film, if you can believe it. It's pretty much, you just play the film. Do you watch Breeders? I don't even know what that is. What points people make on movies they don't like that you don't agree with? I'm not sure what you mean there, Spectre 2020. Have you ever done drugs? Hey, drugs are bad for you, kids. Drugs are bad for you. What did you think of the Quicksilver scene in X-Men Apocalypse? Oh, that was really good. That was the only bit in the film where I was like, yeah. Wasn't a big fan of Apocalypse. Have you got back to watching Breaking Bad? I really need to, so that this question doesn't come up so often in the podcast. I haven't. Going to play Battlefront 2 when I'm watching this. Wish me luck. Hey, good stuff. I'm going to be playing Battlefront 2 like crazy tomorrow with the new skins. Do you like Bill Murray? I love Bill Murray, especially when he's with Wes Anderson. You were talking about best movie quotes. What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? I love that. What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? Have you watched Birds of Prey? I have seen that. Watching this on playback. Give us a shout out. Spectre 2020. Spectre 2020 in the house. Have you ever heard of Fritz and the Cat? No, I haven't. Do you like John Carpenter? A little bit. Blaze, hello, my friend. Haven't caught the spider yet, before you ask. Are you selling any old DVDs? Not at the minute. Do you watch any stand-up comedy? I'm a bit weird. I don't really like stand-up comedy much. Have you seen Patrick Melrose? That's a fantastic miniseries, actually. Going back to that question that we had a good hour ago now about miniseries. Incredible miniseries. You ever watched The Purge? I have. Have you seen Taxi Driver yet? No, I've got it. I have bought it. I was going to ask if you plan to buy the Avengers game. I do. Favourite PS2 games that bring back nostalgia? Well, Battlefront 2, the original. Easy. Lego Star Wars. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Yeah, they're my nostalgic PlayStation 2 games. I used to play so many PlayStation 2 games. Have you seen Shallow Grave? No, I haven't. What are your thoughts on China Girl by David Bowie? Oh, it's a great song. Favourite Joker? Live action Heath Ledger, but I love Mark Hamill doing the animated one. No classic 80s movies should be touched again. They are mostly masterpieces and would only get ruined. I'd agree, but there are some fantastic filmmakers about still, so it does depend. I think if the right one gets on it, you never know. But I think that's like a rare scenario. Favourite villain or superhero? My favourite villain is Darth Vader. My favourite superhero is probably... I love Iron Man, I'm a bit biased growing up. These Marvel films got me into superhero films. Have you seen Sons of Anarchy? I've seen a few episodes, not really for me. What do you think of songs... The song... The Big Sky and Wouldn't It Be Nice? I don't really remember The Big Sky too much. Wouldn't It Be Nice is great. Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, fantastic stuff. You watch 24? No. Oh, here's an interesting one. I don't like most of the Marvel films because it's full of posers, in my opinion. What's your least favourite Marvel movie? I get it. I love Marvel. I think Marvel has actually, in some ways, saved cinema. I think that some people do look at... I get what you're saying, but they're well-made movies is the thing. They're well-made movies. But my least favourite Marvel film, and people will call me a sexist for it, but it's Captain Marvel. I know, it's the one with the woman in the lead. I'm a sexist. It's nothing to do with Brie Larson. It's to do with the writing. The story was messy. The directing was not very good, and the characters were bland. Brie Larson did a good job. Nothing to do with her and her being a woman. Uh, what were your thoughts on Toy Story 4? I have mixed feelings on it. It was fun, but it didn't need to exist. You're right, it didn't need to exist, but I really enjoyed Toy Story 4. It had a lot of heart in it. The animation was fantastic. The characters were great. Toy Story is already full of amazing characters, so for them to add new ones, which are just as well written, is a really hard task, and they did it. All of them were great. The two fluffy bears, Duke Kaboom was great. I give the film a lot of credit. Have you got into watching Breaking Bad? No, stop with the Breaking Bad question, guys. I'm only joking. Um, they should do a direct sequel to Aliens, which ignores all the others in the franchise, like Terminator, Dark Fate, or the new Halloween films did. Yeah, I agree with you, Alex. I would never want to wipe the first two Alien films from existence. But the problem is, like, Covenant is a prequel. So I still kind of wish, now that Fox is owned by Disney, I kind of do wish maybe they'd just say, hey, brand new, here we go. Breaking Bad, question mark, Blaze, stop it. Have you seen The Princess Bride or the... I'm not going to pronounce that. No, I haven't. What Star Wars comic book do you recommend? Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith was absolutely incredible. Also, I really like the one they done on Kanan Jarrus. I thought that was really good. Yeah, I have a few gaming consoles. I've kept them all. I've got my PS3, which I use as a Blu-ray player. Got my PS4, which of course my current one. Xbox 360 because I had loads of games on that, and my PS2. Classic. That's my, when I'm feeling retro, I want to go back in time, PS2 comes on. What videos ideas have you got coming up soon? Well, my Guy Ritchie one's coming up soon, and Star Wars ranking, Christopher Nolan ranking with another YouTuber. I think I'm having a Star Wars ranking on my channel, and I think this other mystery YouTuber is having the Christopher Nolan one on his channel. I highly recommend That 70s Show. Oh, it is called That 70s Show. Okay, fair enough. It's a great comedy show. It has Aston Kutcher, Milan Kunis. Oh, they're married, aren't they? Some episodes are really fun. It's on Netflix, if you have it. Do you have Netflix? Maybe I'll have to give that a watch at some point. What is the most wasted movie character? Oh my god, there's so many. You know, I'm going to say Quicksilver in Marvel. What a throwaway piece of shit that was. Not the movie, Age of Ultron. It wasn't a great movie still, but Quicksilver was completely wasted. What is the most... Oh, no, that's the one I just did. Do you think Godzilla vs. Kong will still come out in November? No, not a chance. Not an absolute chance. Thought on American Annex reboot coming this year. I don't even know what that is, Cameron B. Have you seen Schindler's List? Yes, incredible film, absolutely incredible. Haven't seen Green Mile. How many vinyls have you got? Oh god, I honestly could not tell you. There's a lot. There's what, 12 cubes full there. I've got 2 cubes around the back full of soundtracks, and then I've got another 7 here. Basically, I bought loads of records when I worked for Tesco's. I used to just spoil myself. And most of these Blu-rays. When I used to work at Tesco's before this job, basically, I didn't know saving money was a thing. I just buy. I've stopped doing that. I stopped doing that when I got a new job, thankfully. Did you like the TV series Lethal Weapon? I haven't seen that. I don't think. I might have seen a few episodes because I know my dad likes it. Why are you not that much into horrors? Is it because everything is jump scare now? Now, you're actually on something there, Spectre 2020, because whenever my mates would go to the cinema, you know, when it was a big group of us, it'd always be, oh, let's go see a horror film. And most modern horror films are shit, or the ones that big groups go to, because they just play for jump scares, and people just want to go and have a jump scare. They don't want to look for quality movie making. So it probably is to do with that. But I've learned that the better horror films that come out today are normally the smaller ones, because they tell a good story as well. And of course, older horror films don't really do that as much. They do tell good stories. There are still some older horror films that just go for jump scares, which is shit. But I will give horror the benefit of the doubt. I think that is a genre that the older films are probably better with horror. Probably the only genre I'd say that for. Oh, thank you so much. I've got another someone else congratulate me on 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, my friend. What would you say is the worst season of The Office? The first one, but that's only 6 episodes. So I feel like I'm cheating, so I'll go season 9. Even though it had a beautiful ending. It had a beautiful ending. I'd love to watch Ready or Not in 4K. I think the fire at the end would look amazing. I'd also love to watch it with the cast. Yeah, you know, it's a great movie, Ready or Not, it really is. Do you like Curb Your Enthusiasm? I don't know what that is. It's a shame Battlefront 2 is losing support from EA, but it's been one hell of a ride and one hell of a turnaround. I completely agree. I don't think it's lost support. I think they're probably just now moving on to Battlefront 3. It's one of those things where when Battlefront 2 came out, it was a disaster. And here's the thing, Battlefield 5 was also a disaster on release, and EA almost gave up on that one instantly. Whereas at least with Star Wars Battlefront 2, they kept pushing forward, and I think we're very lucky to got what we've got on the game. I'm very grateful for everyone working. The old community manager, Ben, has done a fantastic job. I love listening to Harry Styles. His new album, Finalizing, is one of my favourite albums at the moment. Your thoughts on it, mate? I really liked it. I have a lot of respect for Harry Styles. Donna6, congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. Well deserved, mate. Keep it up. Thank you so much, my friend. It's really appreciated. Anthony H, I'm looking forward to Get Back, Beatles documentary. Can you see a biopic being done on McCartney or Lennon in Rocket Man or Bohemian Rhapsody style? I'd love for them to do a McCartney one, Rocket Man style, where it's a musical. I don't want to see this Bohemian Rhapsody styled one where it's just Paul and it's all serious. I'd love to see someone playing Paul McCartney and then break out into song every now and then. I know it sounds cheesy and silly, but I think it works better in film. I find it a lot more interesting. I'd say McCartney over Lennon because his songs would work a lot better in a musical. I think he's the only one whose songs would work great in a musical in that kind of Rocket Man upbeat kind of style. I'd love to see something on Harrison though. What do you think of my videos and list? Oh, it was a great entry, mate. It really was. Got a little playlist on my channel for people who are entering my contest through video. So, you know, if anyone's watching who's entering a contest, just make sure that your video is in that playlist. That means I haven't missed it. British or American comedy? British, all the way. Easy peasy. Congrats on 2,000 subscribers. Oh, from a Patreon member here. Thank you so much, my friend. What are your thoughts on the episode titles from Mando Season 2? I actually haven't seen them yet. And I know that's probably going to surprise people because I'm such a big Star Wars fan. I just honestly haven't got around to looking at them yet. So I'll definitely be doing that soon. Do you own the Winter Soldier art book? It's quite expensive, I think. It's the only one I'm missing. Although it's not the rarest one. The rarest one is actually Doctor Strange. I don't know how I got that one, because I got it really cheap as well. Yeah, hey, if anyone's selling the art of the Winter Soldier, let me know. Do you watch boxing or UFC? I occasionally watch boxing, like the really big matches, and that's about it. Ever watch Lost? If not, you'll enjoy it. I need to. I really need to. I've just lost my place again. Okay, here we are. No, that's not where I was. Have you ever watched Glee? I've seen a few episodes, yeah. Have you played Bloodborne? If not, you should. It's one of the best games I've ever played. I'll have to check it out. My voice is really going here, guys. I apologise. It's starting to hurt, all the talking. Have you heard of Houses of Patti Smith? If you haven't listened to it, you really should. I'll have to give it a listen. First movie I saw in cinemas, mine was Wall-E. That's... Hello, Jake. How you doing, my friend? How would you rank the episodes from Series 18 of Classic Doctor Who? Oh, God, I can't really remember them off the top of my head. All I remember with Series 8 Doctor Who was I liked it at the start, and then he lost his companion, and then the episodes got a bit weaker for me. You should do a Zoom video with your subscribers and Big Paulie. Guys, look, you know I'm up for it. You got to let Big Paulie know. Say do a video with Movie Bug. Pester him on the Facebook page. And I'll do it. I'd love, as I said earlier, I'd love to do something with Big Paulie. Don't go pester him. But I really would love to do something with Paul. You know, he's a big inspiration to me here on this channel. In your best albums of 1979 video, from my old channel, you did not mention Eat to the Beat. Do you regret that decision? Not really. I mean, it's a good album, but there were, you know, it's not one of the top 5 important albums to me from that year. Hi, buddy. Hope all is good. Do you like the Saw movies? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well as well, my friend. I don't like the Saw movies. I don't. Am I really behind here? Because I'm just seeing now Paulie is having problems with Zavi, mate. We were talking about that ages ago. Have you seen Studio Ghibli films yet? No, I know I already need to. Watch Scream Queens. I haven't heard of that. Do you like Ariana Grande? No, she's not really my cup of tea. Yeah, I think we got someone here. We need to stop commenting on here. Hide user on this channel. There we go. Okay. Right, let me find where I was again. Got interrupted there with someone putting a load of weird comments. Here we are. What's your favourite film? Empire Strikes Back. Have you been watching Breaking Bad? No. Old or new music? Well, I prefer old music. Have you seen Something Jones? I find it very underrated. It stars Bill Murray. Haven't seen that. Watch Breaking Bad. Who is the best Batman? Michael Keaton or Christian Bale? Christian Bale. That was a real thinker. What is your least favourite X-Men movie? Dark Phoenix or Origins? Have you seen any musicals on stage? No, I'd love to though. There's a few I really wanted to see. I actually was going to go see one, but coronavirus happened. Best movie quote. I don't know. Do or do not. There is no sure. I do like that one. Give Breaking Bad a watch. Any Patreon videos planned for the near future? Yes, there'll be one a week. One a week for all my Patreon followers. Did you ever play Spider-Man 2? And The Godfather. The Godfather on PS2. Favorite. The Godfather on PS2. There was a. When you say this, there weren't a gang based off the Godfather movie, was there? I played Spider-Man 2 when I got back into playing PlayStation 2 a few years ago. When I got all into my retro games, I went back. Have you ever seen the Hellraiser films? I have not. Have you seen RoboCop, and what did you think of it? I really like the original. I haven't seen the sequels to that, but I saw the new one, and it was awful. I think I turned it off about an hour into it. I was like, no, I'm done. I walked away. Fantasy Island. It was terrible. That's the name. I keep forgetting it. It was a terrible movie. Why do you think Hollywood keeps remaking movies when the originals are always the best? I wouldn't necessarily say that. Sometimes there are remakes that are better. I don't know. You know, people say that Hollywood's out of ideas, and I think the big Hollywood production films are out of ideas. Yes, they are. But in terms of the film industry, no. A lot of the smaller films are still very original and they're great. Breaking Bad, question marks. Do you think they should do a Call of Duty TV show? I don't think many people would watch it. What's your favourite Murray Gold score? Oh, theme from Doctor Who. For me, it's probably Doomsday. I couldn't tell you a specific piece because I don't know the Doctor Who score that well. But I love a lot of the music in Series 4. Especially near the end of David's era. What do you think of John Lennon as a person? It's so hard to say because in all the interviews and stuff, he seemed like a nice bloke. But you do hear of things behind the scenes. I don't really want to answer that because I don't. I love John Lennon. I do. I think he's a fantastic musician. Do you like the Mad Max films and Lethal Weapon films and American Pie and Twilight? That's a mouthful. I like Mad Max. I like them all other than the one with Tina Turner. Lethal Weapon films, I haven't seen them in years, so I don't really want to say. American Pie, yeah, there's good, there's bad ones. And Twilight's crap. Hello, Harry makes movies. Oh, fair enough, Camera B. I wouldn't have seen that. But if it was created by Spielberg, I'm sure it's pretty good, to be fair. What's your favourite Psycho movie? I haven't seen them. Have you ever seen Road to Perdition? It's an absolutely brilliant movie. Tom Hanks is brilliant in it. Haven't seen that Poppy and Luke's channel, haven't I? I'll have to check it out, though. I normally like Tom Hanks movies. Most cringy moment in a movie or Star Wars? Well, I think you know that it has to probably be a Star Wars one. That was prequels. I find that I don't like Sandbit. Absolutely horrendous to watch. It's hilarious, but it's horrendous. What is one album that you would recommend to everyone to listen to? Hopes and Fears by Keane. Have you seen the new trailer for The Bug and the Spider? I have not. I have not seen that. 4 songs by the Beatles you recommend. Do I need to recommend Beatles songs? I feel like everyone here knows enough Beatles songs. My favourites would be Something, The Long and Winding Road, Oh Bloody Oh Blada, One More Guitar Gently Weeps. What are 4 Bowie songs you recommend? Again, same thing really. But I'll go Changes, Starman, Space Oddity, China Girl. Should I review WWE 2K20 today because I can't cover it on my channel? Hey, I'd just say, you know, you do whatever video you want to do. That's the best thing I can always recommend to other people who want to make videos. Have you got Predator on Blu-ray? If so, it's a full picture. Well, I've got the original 3 Predator movies. I didn't buy the new one because I absolutely hated it. Oh god, I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow. I'm going to have such a sore throat. Oh. There we go. That's the bottle empty. Zane says, "When's your next ranking? Love your videos, mate." Thank you very much. I don't really know when my next ranking is. I kind of do them in spur at the moment. I am going to do a Guy Ritchie one very soon and a Star Wars one with a fellow YouTuber. And then on his channel, we're going to do Christopher Nolan movies. Have you discovered any McCartney hidden gems recently? I just fell in love with Spinning on an Axis from Driving Rain. Not really. I haven't really been listening to McCartney much lately. I got back into ELO actually again lately. ELO and Elton John I've been listening to a lot lately. Leon's Movie Corner is going. Thank you so much for popping by, my friend. It is much appreciated as always. Really do appreciate it. 4 Kate Bush songs you recommend? Oh god, that's difficult. That's really difficult. Running Up That Hill. I really don't know, Kate Bush. That's really hard. I really don't know off the top of my head. That's a really tricky one. What was the last gig you went to? Aurora. I had to think about that one. Hopefully The Mandalorian Season 2 will still come out in October. I need at least one thing to make 2020 better. That's fair. I think The Mandalorian Season 2 is still on track because of how they film it. That one's still potential to not get delayed. I challenge you to catch up to the bottom of the comments list, but answer each question in detail. Do you accept this challenge? I'm going to try, my friend. I always try to get to the bottom. And I always do on the live stream, so I'm getting there. Obviously, I have to get a bit faster, because I'm going to try and end the live stream about 1/4 people, just as a heads up. It's just Luke on Poppy and Luke's channel. All the time. But the missus name's on the title. That's fair enough. You gotta do what you gotta do, bud. In Clone Wars, do you think we will see Anakin at all? Even from the preference of Ahsoka. I really don't know. I really don't. I think they're obviously going to hint towards something to do with Anakin in the last episodes because Maul knows about it. I just don't think we're going to see him. I don't think we are. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Watch Breaking Bad. Thank you, Tom. Hey, it was, thank you so much for making a video for my contest, by the way, mate. It's, very, very kind of you. Are you getting the HMV exclusive in 1917? I actually am. I didn't get many exclusives. The only one I've got is Knives Out, and I am getting the 1917 one. I thought it was another good one to get. What's your favourite film in the Cornetto trilogy? Might be a controversial one, but mine's The World's End. You don't hear that often. I like The World's End. I do. I think it's, picked on a bit too much. But my favourite is Hot Fuzz. Have you heard of Breaking Bad? Would you watch Breaking Bad? Never heard of Breaking Bad. Maybe people should recommend Breaking Bad here or something. I recommend you listen to Sometimes I Sit and Think. Sometimes I Just Sit. I don't know what that is. Oh, hello here. Is it Manish? Manish? I apologise if I'm pronouncing your name there wrong, but hey, very nice to have you here, my friend. Favourite Robert Downey Jr. movie that's not Marvel related? Ooh, I really liked The Judge. Should I say Doolittle? I really liked The Judge. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was also a really good movie. Coronavirus. There's 2 Godfather games. One for part 1 and one for part 2. My God, I never ever knew there were Godfather games. That is incredible. Have you had any more thoughts? Oh no, I am gonna do this. I'm gonna do this series you recommended to me. How I would fix something. I don't know what I'm gonna do first. There's a few films I've got in mind. Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, the DCEU. It's a really cool TV series that one of my Patreon members pitched to me. How I would fix it, how I would have gone about doing something differently. So like the Star Wars sequels, what happened with the last Disney Pirates of the Caribbean films, which I didn't like. More the start of the DCU. I've actually managed to save it a bit. What do you film your videos with? I just film them with my phone. Pretty simple. What's the most atrocious film ever? Transformers last night. That film was a total mess. Like, super bad. It was so bad it was boring. I just wanted to leave. There's only one new Maul skin. I'm pretty sure there's two. There was two in the trailer. There was definitely two in the trailer. There's the one from Rebels, and there's one where he's full black. Go watch the trailer. I'm certain there's two in it. They show a page with 4 skins, and then they show another page with a couple more skins on, and there's another Maul one. I'm pretty confident. The Film Nerd says, congratulations on 2K subscribers. Thank you so much, my friend. What ranking video are you doing? I'm doing a Guy Ritchie one later on this week, and then I'm doing a Star Wars and a Christopher Nolan one with another YouTuber. Did you watch KSI vs. Logan? I'm guilty. I watched the first one. I didn't watch the second one because it was a good friend's birthday. It's going to sound really bad. Cover your ears, kids. We went out to London on the night of the second one, and you know, we stayed out till really early mornings of the day, and I was awake when it happened, but obviously very, very drunk. I remember getting on the train home the next morning, and we saw the results then. So that was kind of fun. Hi, Movie Bug. I'm getting Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker DVD Sunday on an Asda delivery. Oh, very nice. Hello, Slicey Slicer. Oh, here we go, Blaze. Here we go with your spider antics again. Shall I light candles when playing Resident Evil? Hey, you do you, mate. What's the most nostalgic movie from your childhood? Mine is the Tiger movie. Tigger movie, sorry. Tiger movie. Mine's Revenge of the Sith, definitely. That is my childhood movie, without a doubt. Do you listen to Sting solo work? No, I don't. 4 Blondie songs you recommend? Oh God, what is? I love Call Me, Rapture. I don't really know. Where's my Blondie CD? Let me pick some good ones out. That's the wrong one. That's why. Blondie. There's also the wrong CD. Atomic. Right, Denise. That's another good one. I haven't seen that film, Film Nerd. Haven't seen that one. Do you like Tom and Jerry? Well, I used to as a kid. I used to watch Tom and Jerry a lot as a kid. I'm about 4 episodes into The Mandalorian, and already it's better than episode 9. Hey, 2 minutes into The Mandalorian was better than episode 9. I did like episode 7 and 8. Episode 8... Oh, you're talking about the movies now. Yeah, I like 7 and 8 as well. It just kind of got ruined a bit for me with episode 9. 4 Aurora songs you recommend? Oh, Animals is my favourite Aurora song. Warrior's great. Conqueror is fantastic. And Running with the Wolves, actually, is a great song. Anthony Beasley, how's it going? Who's your favourite director? It's going good, my friend. How's it going for you as well? Hope you're doing well. My favourite, I really can't do favourite director. It's either Nolan, Scorsese, or Anderson. There is a new show coming out on ITV called Fixing Good. Will you watch it? I have not heard of that one. Lost my space. I've lost my space. Who is your favourite Hollywood actor? Oh, Dead Star. I'm going to go Steve McQueen out of ones you mentioned there. World's End is my favourite from the Cornetto trilogy. That's really cool to hear people say that, to be fair. I mean, it's not my favourite, but it's really cool to hear it, because I only ever hear people just criticise that one. I recommend Better Call Saul. We're still Breaking Bad stuff. I need to watch Breaking Bad first. Who is your favourite Star Wars character, mate? My favourite... and your favourite droid? Well, my favourite character is Vader. I just love his presence on screen. Favourite droid? I really like Chopper from Rebels. And I really like the one from Fallen Order. But you just gotta go R2, really. I mean, he's the classic. Although he got completely shafted in the sequels. Did you buy Kisses on the Bottom on vinyl when it came out? No, I did buy it. I bought it when it came out. Oh, it's got expensive, has it? How expensive has that got? I'm curious. I don't really look up the prices of stuff once I've bought it because there's no need for me to. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see how much that one's gone up. Movie Worm, got to go now, mate. Thank you so much for coming by, my friend. Really appreciate it, and thank you so much for the movie, the video entry. And just make sure that I've got it on my playlist while I'm here, and I've got it. The laptop's being funny. Okay, where did we get on the comments? Thank you, mate. I've got your video here, by the way. I will add it to my playlist in a minute. Once we're done here. Probably go till about 20 past instead of quarter past now, people. Who are my favourite YouTubers? I like Chris Stuckman and Sean Chandler. I don't really know 4 more Bowie songs to recommend. I'd probably just say go put on Ziggy Stardust and Hunky Dory or something like that. What is one movie you hate with a passion? No, I haven't had this comment, and it's fine. I don't mind being asked to comment twice, because these are long streams. I appreciate that people are not here for the whole thing. Well, a movie that I hate with a passion is The Rise of Skywalker. But it comes from a place of love, because I love Star Wars. On Disney Plus, I recommend Gravity Falls. Oh, fair. I haven't heard of that. I'll have to check it out. What solo John Lennon songs I recommend? I don't know. You know, Lennon. I actually like the stuff off his later 2 albums a lot. You know, Watching the Wheels, Woman, just like Starting Over, Borrowed Time, stuff like that. That's good stuff. Should I review? Hey, you know, Rehan. You review what you want to review, mate. Would you ever collect Star Wars action figures? Tell you what, I got a big tub behind my bed of all the ones I had as a kid. Honestly, there's 100 in there. I'd never sell them. That's what I used to play with for years when I was a kid. And, you know, one day maybe I'll give them to my kids. Haven't even heard of that, Blaze. Do you like any pop rock music? I suppose, what comes under pop rock that I like? I don't even know what artists would come under pop rock, to be honest. Oh, God. Right, where did we get to? Lost where I was. How was I? Brandon Cherry, glad you liked my ranking video for your challenge, mate. Thank you, my friend. It was very entertaining. Have you seen Aliens? Yes. Here's a fun question. Who do you think is the sexiest woman in the world right now? I don't know. I've always... Emilia Clarke, I think, is a very, very attractive woman. Maybe her. Maybe. Kisses on the Bottom is now upwards of £100 on eBay. Remember almost 4 was at 150. Boy, I'm glad I bought them records. Do you like Motley Crue? I don't know. I've no idea what that is. Who it is. That's good, Tom. That is very good. It was good stuff, to be fair. Sean Chandler is a good shout. I love Sean Chandler. Are you looking forward to the new 4th Star Wars trilogy in the next couple of years? It's one of those things where it's like, it depends what era they pick. I really don't want any more episodes. I want nothing past the sequels. I want it to be in the past, because I don't want them to reference these sequels. It depends if Lucasfilm get their shit together. I'm going to watch How to Train Your Dragon 3. That's a really good movie. Really good movie. Do you get upset when people still call you Rock Boy? Well, I don't get upset, but it's my old channel. It's not what I'm doing anymore. Will you get a PS5 or Xbox Series X? I'm going to get a PS5. Do you like me as a person? Hey, mate, look. I don't really know you as a person. I don't know. We're all here just online. We're just all having a good chat. That's all it is. Have you played Game Inch on PS4? I don't even know that. I've never heard of that. And of all my mates who play games, I've never even heard of that. Do you collect Now CDs? No. 4 non-Beatles Paul McCartney songs that you recommend. Oh, I'm literally just going through the hits here. Listen to What the Man Said. It's actually one of my favourites. I think it's really underrated. Live and Let Die. I like, a really weird one here. Little Willow from Flaming Pirates. A great little song that not many people have heard. No, why not? Hello, what are you drinking? I'm drinking hooch. I'm nearly done. The bottle's empty. This is all that's left. And I think after this, I think me and my friends are going to go on Zoom tonight. So I might go on there and have some gin on there. Breaking Bad is back again. Right. I'm only going to 20 past, so I've got 5 more minutes, people. Where did we get to? Did you ever have toy lightsabers as a kid? Yeah, my parents always bought me them. Yeah. What do you think of Amazing Spider-Man 2? I think it's a terrible movie. When you were 16, what music were you listening to? Madness, Beatles, stuff like that. Thoughts on Futurama? Unpopular opinion. I prefer the old seasons. over the old seasons of Simpsons. Oh, I don't know. I don't really watch Futurama or The Simpsons, to be honest. Not really my thing. Did you save before you watched the Clone Wars clip released? I don't know what you mean there, Anthony. Do you think if River Phoenix and Heath Ledger, Brandon Lee... I think they'd still be making movies, definitely. Mari. Hello, Rock Boy. Wrong name. It's not Rock Boy. It's the old channel. Where are you from? Also, are you gay? I mean, that's a bit of an inappropriate question. I'm not, and I'm from the UK. Thank you for getting me into Blondie. It's a pleasure. They're a great band. Jamie Smith, hello, my friend. Hey, it's really nice to have you here. I've loved the live chat. Thank you so much, my friend. We do have a lot in common. Even like when we don't line up, like Justice League and The Rise of Skywalker. I mean, we both love Star Wars. We both love the DC universe. So that stuff's all really cool. Never watched Only Fools and Horses. Only Fools and Horses is great. Are you excited for the last 2 episodes of the Clone Wars? I'm hyped, as you know, super hyped. Have you seen John Wick Chapter 3? Yes. Do you watch Family Guy? No. I'm not finishing that lyric, Blaze. What do you think of Madonna? I don't like Madonna. No worries, Pop or Luke. Poppy and Luke's channel, Luke. Pleasure to have you here, my friend. Take care. Thoughts on Zootopia 2 coming out next November? Is it coming out next? I didn't think they confirmed a Zootopia 2. Have I missed something? But I'd be up for that, I guess. I want Disney to stop doing sequels, because in all of their 57 films, they've only ever had 4 sequels, and 2 of them have been their last 2 films. They've always been very good at saying, we don't do sequels, and they've just done 2 back to back. So I kind of hope they don't do it in a way. Although it's one that I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, I meant to say before, did you say before you watched the Clone Wars clip that has just been released? Yes, I have seen the Clone Wars clip that was just released. One with Ahsoka and Rex on the bridge. Just watched the first 2 episodes of The Stranger on Netflix. I haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen that one. Rehan, you watch what you want. Well, Mari, I would say it's very inappropriate what you're saying. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. Tom said, this stream's been incredible. Thank you so much. Brandon, great stream as always. Take care. Thank you so much, my friend. Well, I didn't watch it when it was on TV. I watched episodes of it. That Family Guy box set was also only a $5, if you can believe it. That's why I've got it. But that's a very good call out there. I don't blame you for calling me out on that one. Thoughts on Stranger Things? I think it's a bit overrated, but I like it. But anyway, that's the end of the live stream. And we come to the end again. It was a really great live stream, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone who's come by. It's much appreciated, as always. It's been a lot of fun. And hey, we've the fleece has just turned up. We'll start again. Nah, it always happens. Every single time I say goodbye, someone always goes, I'm just turned up, I'm here. Hey, same time next week, every Tuesday, at 7:30, although next Tuesday might be the last one for a while, because if we come out of lockdown, like I've been saying on these live streams, I'm just going to do them weekly for while we're in lockdown. But I will still do them after lockdown, just not as not as often. I see a few people turning up here. I'm really sorry, George as well. But it's been, I apologise, guys. I've been going for 120 minutes. It's been a long one. But it's been great fun still. I'll keep it up for playback as always. I like to do that. I never really see the point of taking the live streams down, because I know some people do enjoy watching them. So I'll leave it up for you guys. But yes, that's it for this video, or this live stream. It's been good fun. I just necked what was left of my drink, and now I'm getting the hiccups, so I apologise about that. Thank you so much for everyone who's come and taken part. It's been a lot of fun, and look forward to doing it again next Tuesday. And I will see you guys all soon for another video. And thank you for everything, people. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye-bye.